I'm doing well, Tony. How about yourself?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go, Mindy. Today, we'll take a look at the games tonight here from conference tournament action. Of course, we'll be looking at the uh, the WAC conference tonight at 5:30 Eastern time. We have Grand Canyon facing UT Arlington. Looks like Canyon the favorite here in this one.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the total here today in this one. UT Arlington, they're winners of their last 2 of 5 games now, while Grand Canyon, they're winners of their last 4 of 5. Their lone loss was to Seattle, which also beat Arlington over the last 5 games here. It's one of those that I think Grand Canyon here is really the one that's playing well as of late. They're sitting at 43rd in the nation from the three-point line, 37.1%. They're averaging 74.5 points a game and has really gotten better as the season has progressed. They are the 35th most efficient team here right now over the last 3 weeks, while having about the 36th best defense. And again, these are based off of EPA numbers modeling that I do here a little bit as well. So that's, again, if you've been kind of watching, it's the expected points added. So it's basically if you're taking into consideration how many possessions they should get, how many turnovers occur, how efficient they are with scoring. So that's kind of the modeling that I take a look at in order to find these over-under games. So it's basically like the pace of play and how efficient you are while doing that, how many points you score per each possession, basically. So again, they're trending really, Grand Canyon, in the right direction here. If I took a look at that modeling over the past month here, they would be sitting at these two teams combined. So if in this matchup, Grand Canyon versus Arlington, they'd be at about 140.95. If I look at a 4-week rolling average, and we know that these teams are doing better because as they progress, right, I'm looking at a total of about 145.19 when the over-under today in this game is about 132. So those are both really look like a good indication that this game is going to get over the number here. It's kind of one of those, the worst case scenario that I could find with like the lowest form of data is 135.19, so still over that total. But again, that's where that variance gets a little bit too close for me in order to put out as one of my best of the best plays. I mean, this is a game I'm still going to bet personally. I think there's more than not that we're going to get over here this total. So I feel pretty strongly about it, but didn't quite make my premium card just because I have a little bit lower variance that I like. But I think with all things put aside, those EPA numbers, expected points added, being in the high 140s, I'm going to go ahead and take the over in this game tonight, Tony.
All right, Mindy says go ahead and go over in this one tonight. Here it's Grand Canyon and UT Arlington in this conference tournament tonight here from the WAC. Both teams coming in. This is the first so far their debut in the appearance. They didn't play yesterday, so lots of rest here for both teams, Texas Arlington and Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that helps, right? I mean, fresh legs, anything that can help get this total over, I'm all for it. Also, if I take a look at some of the trends, right, the over is 6-2-1 in the last 9 here for Arlington versus a team with a winning record. And then also, it's a really big trend here for Grand Canyon, 21-5 in their last 26 games to the over there as well, Tony.
All right, Mindy here on Grand Canyon UTA over 133. Of course, this one will have a start time here, 5:30 Eastern time. You can catch it over on ESPN Plus. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. Great results as we see here from Mindy, 5,652 units of profit, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. So you can verify that by going over to our handicapper page, and you can see Mindy's records there. All right, tonight, lots of action here. NBA, hockey, as well as college basketball conference action. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, so been seeing the card here in NCAA college basketball pretty well over the 2023 season here so far. So I have 8 college basketball plays here tonight. Some of those are total heavy, I would say, for the most part. It's getting that time of year, I think, until we get until like I would say the Elite Eight or Final Four. that's kind of when I see I do a lot more. It seems, sides than totals. But until then, I'll probably be a little bit total heavy, especially when we get into, some more of these conference tournaments here later in the week. I think we already have Selection Sunday coming up. It's all going to be here before we know it. So I did put together a couple different packages depending on the level of play you like to make, right? So I did a 7-pack, a 5-pack, a 3-pack, and a guaranteed best bet in college basketball. Also have 2 plays in the NBA today. You can find those as well. You can always pick them up a la carte. Individually, we sell all of these games. So anytime a package, begins, we still have plays available. And I also like to put together always a night card, right? So something that puts you into the 8, 9, 10 o'clock Central Time plays. So you can always get a 3-pack there as well. And then pretty heavy in the NHL today also, 6 games there. So I have a 5-pack available in the NHL. So ready to have a really good night, Tony. I was stoked last night. I stayed up way too late watching all these games, and I'm sure I'm looking towards that here again tonight.
That's right, guys. Again, aboard here with Mindy Hahne over at Tony'sPicks.com. We flashed the numbers up there. She's just been on absolute fire here. Over 5,600 units of profit. And tonight, of course, Mindy in action here, as we mentioned here. Lots of action today across the board here from college basketball games, pretty much day and night tonight. And of course, as Mindy was mentioning, she has her 5-pack here from college hoops, 3-packs, 7-pack from college basketball. You make the choice there on the site. Of course, the long-term pass is the way to go. That 1-month pass covers you for the entire tournament, and all of Mindy's premium plays for 30 days. That would be NBA, NHL, and of course, all the minor tournaments, your CIT, CBI, and the Basketball Classic. And of course, the first week of baseball. No, not really, because Mindy doesn't. She needs some time to gather her data before playing. I always get confused.
My
I'm kind of programmed.
Go.
I'm kind of programmed just to pretty much say baseball, but that's right.
I know. I like to collect the stats and get it. That's why I feel like I get stronger as the season goes. So it's just the way it works out. I know you talked about some of your folks that like to use all the subsets. That's where we are, right? We're looking at different modeling and the ways things look and getting consensus in my own models. So as we get closer, the numbers start getting tighter. And that's when we usually can find a way to beat Vegas. So it's a good time to jump on one of those longer-term packages.
Yeah, get one of those long-term passes. We'll see how this pitch clock impacts the numbers. Listen to some of the veterans saying that there's no more pitching. There's going to be nothing but throwers now. People aren't going to be able to focus on their pitching. It's just kind of a thrower. It's going to be a hitter's league.
I mean, these guys are professionals, right? I think they can handle it.
There you go. There you go from Mindy on. All-star third baseman.
Right. I mean, come on. They do this for a living. It's their gig. I don't think it's going to throw anyone off of their game by them having to take additional time. A lot of times, as you know, as athletes, the more you think about it, the worse you do, right? So I think it actually may help the whole scenario.
That's right. It's right. You don't need all that time in between innings or pitches. Just get the ball and pitch. You know what to do. The catchers are there telling you what to do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll actually enjoy the speed of the game. I think it gives them a little bit more time off. It also, I think, will help with the momentum or the flow of the game too. Also, I mean, again, that's my own opinion that the flow will really help. Everything will speed up, and I think that the players might actually be in this a little bit more now.
And we get more sleep because the games finish early. Those West Coast games. Those West Coast games don't keep us up all night because they're always those long ones that take forever with all the pitching changes.
Right.
But anyway,
right.
Mindy.
I feel sorry for the folks in New York all the time having to wait up for games.
I know.
It's bad enough for me.
That's right. It is. No question. Mindy, we have a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks. Mindy, the Morning Steam Show, another show in the books. Lots of coverage on all the pro sports, every game in the pros, and then a select of games from college. Of course, you can always request games you like cover from college over on the Discord, on our Discord over at Tony's Picks. But I know lots happening.
Yeah, so I have my free play today on Twitter, I believe between Cal Poly, Long Beach State. So you can go ahead and check that one out on the Twitterverse. So make sure you just go ahead and type in the @Tony'sPicksMindy, and you can find all of my plays there. You never want to miss out on any of the free picks that we give because it might be the game that you look at, the one that will put you over the edge to give you that winning night. So make sure you get to that. And then also catch us in the morning. We had another record-breaking show for a live audience of viewers. So don't miss out on that. Other folks are liking it. Feel the peer pressure that you need to make it. Hopefully you can make it live while you're sitting at work doing data input, have your headphones on. You can listen to us make plays. And we were told that we had good radio voices. I mean, I can't really, dispute it, but, I'm okay if they're okay with it. But yeah, make sure you check us out every Saturday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Central. We go over all of the pro card. So that would be for right now the NHL and NBA. It looks like we'll have about 10 games to go over tomorrow. And then, of course, we do college basketball, just a limited card there just to kind of keep the flow, keep the show under 2 hours normally is what we're kind of looking at. So if you do have requests, the best way to do it is to get into Discord and to go ahead and put in the game that you would like for us to cover. That way we can come prepared, have the banners up, and get through the show quickly. We usually do college basketball right in the middle, so that way we can speed it up for the folks that are always mad that we have hockey that's last. So yeah, make sure you join us. It's a fun place to be. You can sit, drink your coffee, put some money in your pocket here by the end of the day. So we're excited. Everything's going well with the show. And of course, Discord's going just as well. You get in there, you put in your props, you put in your cards, you show us your tickets, show us your winners, because that's all we do at Tony's Picks. We give out winners. That's it.
That's right. Give out winners, guys. And, of course, a lot of player props. You can fill the void there. We don't cover the player props yet here on our shows, but many of the folks there, many of our community members are going in there and putting in their props. Of course, you'll find our Discord. We'll get a link up to it here in a second. A little later. When Ramon does his segment, I'll have time to do it. So you guys go ahead and do that. So check it out there over on the Discord. All right, Mindy, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right. Let's get some winners tonight. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see
you. Got it. More winners from Mindy coming up.